Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and join our little growing family. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. So today we are discussing a book called Almost Broken by Ntombi Sibande Lejwane. I do hope that I'm pronouncing the surname right. I really have problems with pronunciation. So as per usual, we have to do a background information on our author. Okay, so Ntombi is a Zimbabwean born Malawian. Apart from writing, she's also an entrepreneur and she's also a teacher. She currently runs a prep school in Kwakwa. That's where she lives with her husband and their two sons. Her inspiration to write actually came from loss. Dombi lost her mother and her sister to breast cancer within a short space, I think within a month's difference. So that's when she actually started writing. So let's get to our story. So one of the things that I actually liked about this book is that the author made us aware of a condition called cervical incompetence, which is a condition where you can never carry your babies to full term. So cervical incompetence, I actually googled this, so I'm just going to read it out, is occurs when weak cervical tissue causes or contributes to premature birth or the loss of an otherwise healthy pregnancy. So I think this could really be helpful to someone out there. Just to name a few symptoms: it's a sensation of pelvic pressure, a backache, mild abdominal cramps, a change in vaginal discharge, and a light vaginal bleeding. So if you are pregnant and you have any of these symptoms, please do consult your doctor before it is too late. Now that's out of the way, let's get to our story. The story is written in a dialogue style, and we also get to read the story from the character's perspective, which I think is actually a best way to write because it makes it easy for readers to connect with the characters. The characters on our story are properly developed and easy to connect with. I think the author really did a great job in describing them so to make it easy for us to imagine. So our story follows three characters, Tsepo, Lebohang, and Ngobile. And no, this is not a love triangle, but it's a story of love and heartbreak. So we follow a life of Ngobile, who is a young, beautiful university student. She's smart, she's kind, and she is reserved. So one day Ngobile bumped into this guy on campus. The guy falls for her and she also eventually falls for him, and she thought that he was the one, but little did she know that the guy had no good intentions and she was just one of the girls that he fixes his boredom with. The guy that she bumps to is actually Tsepo. Tsepo is a lecturer, a junior lecturer at university. So Ngobile was in a different department, so she didn't know that Tsepo was actually a junior lecturer. So that actually played in Tsepo's advantage. Tsepo is arrogant and selfish. He knows that all the girls always throw themselves at him, and he always used this to his advantage and to build up his ego. He let Ngobile fall for him. He used her, I could put it that way, because he never had good intentions about her anyway. So when she eventually fell pregnant, he treated her like dirt and didn't care about her feelings and everything. So he only cared about what would happen to him if he told his parents that he actually got another girl pregnant while he has a fiance. So now we see him for who he really is, a very selfish person, because he's not considering Ngobile's feelings but only his feelings. Most girls, when you meet this guy that you love so much and then let's say he gets you pregnant, obviously you'll want to wish to be married to the father of your child, see a future with him and everything. That's how Ngobile felt. But anyway, that wasn't Tsepo's plan. So he made it clear to her that I will never marry someone like you, I will never take you home, and I am not going to father this child with you. I'm actually gonna refer to a book, to this little passage that made me very angry. Him, me, marry you. It was never in the picture. I will never marry you no matter what. My parents will never approve of you. I cannot be in a relationship with you, let alone marry you. What would my parents say if I bring someone like you in their home? Me, Ngobile. What do you mean? Him. I am a Sotoman. What would my parents say if I bring a culturalist wife as my bride? That right there, I felt like that was the highest class of disrespect. You cannot judge a person by how they were born. The fact that her father is Malawian, her mother is Zulu, shouldn't be something that you use to just disrespect them and hurt them. Passage there just shows that when a man is done with you, they will say whatever to just push you away. And I think most women suffer from this kind of treatment from men, the men that they were actually hoping to have a future with. We are introduced to Lebohang. Lebohang is actually Tsepo's cousin. Lebohang is a very reserved man. He's a doctor, a hardworking. Lebohang is a bachelor because the woman that he actually loved broke his heart and disappointed him. So he's never been with anyone ever since. So he just wants nothing to do with girls. However, this all changes when an event that brings all three of them together happen. And in this event, Ngobile is still heartbroken, and then Lebohang becomes his shoulder to cry on. But now Ngobile doesn't know that Lebohang is Tsepo's cousin, and they're actually like distant cousins. They're not close. Okay, they're not that distant, but they're not close cousins. They don't connect because Tsepo is this arrogant player, and then Lebohang is this reserved doctor who just want to make the good in life. Anyway, Lebohang, at the stage in his life, he is forced to actually move back home. He's actually a prince because his father, who is a king, is currently sick, and he needs to go home and learn all there is to learn for him before his father passed away. Now he needs to have a bride because as a king, you have to have a queen before you are actually put into the throne. So he sees this girl and he didn't know that she was broken and pregnant and everything, but he actually gets drawn to her until he finds out her situation, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna be your knight in shining armor. So now they start this life so quickly that they want to get married and everything before she actually starts showing. But now Nobile's family is like so confused, like, okay, that was like quick. Who is this guy? Suddenly he wants to marry you. So I'm not gonna spoil this anymore now, but we continue follow the story of these three people. Now Karma visits Tsepo along the way, and his life is starting not to go as how he planned it. His life is starting to fall apart because of his actions that he used to do in the past that actually drove his fiance to actually make a hard decision that now is affecting their life. So we could say that karma visited him. All the bad that he did to Mobile is now coming back to affect his life. So I'm just gonna stop there before I give the story away too much. But at the end, Mobile gets her happily ever after with Lebohang, even though things are not easy for them at the beginning because they kind of like rushed into this relationship which turned into a marriage, which they are actually strangers. They don't know anything about each other. They have to learn about each other. And then Mobile in the process loses her baby due to a condition that I talked about earlier. So Lebohang is there for her. She had actually entered a world science expo where she won and become the first black African woman to actually win at that competition. So she is flourishing, she is becoming this better person, and all this is happening while she has Lebo Hang by her side, the man that she's still learning to love. So yeah, I'm just gonna end there. And if you are interested in reading this book, I actually do recommend it. So if you're interested, I will leave the link to the author's Facebook page. You can inbox her and request to buy your copy, because like I said, she is a self-published author. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the story, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends to come and join our family. So thank you guys. I will see you on my next video.